Hi guys, good news today. I want to talk about Trimble Business Center version 5.8. I have started up the Business Center and I have it checked for the updates on startup here. So it came here with a whole bunch of updates. I scrolled down and I found this one. A major update is available. Select this, open Trimble web page. You can download. So once you click that, let's do that. It's going to open up a new web page right here where you can hit download latest version, and it's going to give us some information here about Business Center. So you click the download latest version. This will open the page where you are supposed to register. Since I'm already registered, I can download it. Once you register this, you're going to get a quick email. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. You're going to get a quick email from the Business Center, which will allow you to do the online install or offline install. So I like to do the offline one, and I still downloading it here, depending on your speed, right? It's 6.6 gigabytes in size. But in the meantime, we can basically go and look at the README for this. So Trimble Business Center version 5.8, and here we go. You'll be able to use it only if you have the warranty no later than October 1, 2022. If you have it later than that, then you are tough out of luck. And here are the following stuff which did not make the release. DJI UAS support enhancement, site pulse support was discontinued, graphics card, non-English version TBC 5.8 release, not include the graphics section of the system requirements table, following statement which is no longer true. So see disabling laptop integrated graphics. F12 scan support SPJ files from SiteWork. The TPC now supports S12 scan performed in Trimble SiteWorks. When you import the work order file SPJ, TPC recognize imports and georeference any scans, photos, and its locations. So that's a great news. Accessing the new global vertical design commands. To launch the global vertical design, you must right-click the vertical design node in the Project Explorer. Non-DWG import issue. When importing the drawings, DWG file that contains hatch patterns, you may encounter an exemption. Workaround: import the same file second time. TPC will validate that properties are defined correctly and use recover mode to fix any hatch objects and error. Mobile mapping bug fix 5.7.1. The image blurring feature did not use GPU correctly, resulting images with blurring taking 4 times longer than usual. This has been fixed in 5.8. That's beautiful. Monitoring node. With 5.8 release of TBC monitoring, users will receive notification that TBC 5.6 will be discontinued 1 year from the release of TBC 5.8. Guess that you're gonna have to purchase a new module. Okay, so that was a README file, and let's see release notes. I'm gonna try to get the English ones here. Let's see. Come on, release notes. Yeah, release notes are here. Okay, so lots of new features, as you can see. Following are the new features included this version. Trimble to view context has to help F1. Miscellaneous select object by layer group. Oh, wonderful. So now we can select objects in advanced select layer group. So in select by layer command, you can now select all objects on the layers in a layer group by pressing Shift key when checking the box for one of the layers. Okay, now data exchange. So we got a tag rename import files. The Project Explorer lists data files you bring in alphabetically under the import file node. If an imported file name convention is not ideal, such as when you import field data, you can now use the tag property in the properties pane. Rename and reorder imported file names by adding a prefix, adding a suffix, adding both prefix and suffix, overwriting the file name, adding hidden metadata, Station range, for example. This feature lets you, for example, group top of files together, cross sections together. Access quadri connector commands on a new ribbon tab. Okay. Rhine-X4 support. Under Survey Cogo, we have some Cogo enhancements. Create Cogo collections from existing linework. Create nested Cogo parcels. Custom reference start points for Cogo collections. Streamlined Cogo linework creation workflow. Format and edit parcel names. Support of WMS background maps. GVX file exporter. Under GIS, we have support for Trimble axis rectangular feature control coding. Under CAD, we have enhanced SketchUp support. Import and export SketchUp files, SKP, using the latest SKP library, enabling access to the most current functionality. The origin points coordinate, for example, for exporting the model can now be retained in the SKP export. Point clouds, we already mentioned the Trimble X12 support, shape-based feature extraction, scan inspection enhancement, which includes select mesh faces on 3D objects, select multiple 3D or surface object. Extract manhole features from the point clouds. Linktra UIS support, US Master 13X enhancement, so faster ortho mosaics in US Master. Extended info capabilities for Windows servers and Citrix. New 3D mesh approach in US Master for higher quality. Better performance for cleanup through orthophoto in US Master. Tunnels. We got volume property added for tunnel design and as-built mesh. Create cut tunnel cross-section diagrams. Specify the directions of arcs in tunnel shapes. Add pipe setouts for tunnel design. Monitoring. We have customized display colors for monitoring points, displacement vectors. Enhance monitoring report. Mobile mapping. Generate the POS pack position fixes enhancement. Process raw trajectory data enhancements. Mission trajectory settings. LAS exporter. MX7 data import enhancement. Under data prep, we have create global vertical design. Coordinate systems, we have few other ones include third-party tools and the toolbox commands. Bug fixes, that's an important one. So the bug fixes when importing aerial photogrammetry data from DJI P1 UAS. Antenna offsets were not applied correctly. Photo images could not be imported with an incorrect orientation. Rhine-X files were ignored and not imported. Stockpile volume report was not showing values in languages other than English. Endpoint snaps for brake lines feature contours. It did not detect elevation, requiring you to enter it manually. When working with mobile mapping, a trajectory may have discontinued when using Swiss GEO 2004. Scan properties did not show the spin and pulse frequencies for the left-right lasers. Wrong sign displays when importing JSON file. Right and left laser data was visible even if one of them was turned off. Target type in the point cloud smart picking was not persistent for the next target to pick. Important notes and known issues. See help. Requirements, let's see if they have changed the requirements. So Windows 10 and 11, of course, 64-bit, dual core, 1.8 GHz or better. Quad core, of course. Components of TBC may use Intel only multi-thread processing, so AMD Ryzen is not supported, so obviously stuck with Intel. RAM 4 gigs or more, obviously 32. Hard drive, they need 3200 gigs. Monitor, they recommend 1280 to 1024 or higher resolution. Obviously USB port required if you're using a hasp key. And let's see, graphics DirectX 11 with 512 memory or more. OpenGL version 3.2.
8 GB graphics card or higher, for example NVIDIA Quadro P4000, is required when working with aerial photogrammetry, mobile mapping, or scanning modules. If you are using a laptop with both integrated and onboard graphics, just enable via Optimus technology, your computer must allow you to select disable integrated graphics card. Obviously, keep your graphics drivers updated to the latest and greatest version. Wow, lots of exciting new stuff out there. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, because next time we're gonna look at the install and we'll start looking into some of the new features. See you guys.